a monster. Demon!
The world of One Piece is known for its vibrant and colorful universe, filled with wonder and adventure, but it also harbors plenty of immensely strong individuals who will stop at nothing to crush their enemies, even if it means undergoing terrifying transformations to gain more power. While Luffy's gears might lean more towards badass than frightening, Eiichiro Oda has occasionally drawn inspiration from the horror genre to design some truly unsettling character transformations. These eerie forms not only stand out with their creepy appearances but also amplify the fear factor through their overwhelming power, striking terror into anyone unfortunate enough to face them. Number 8. Rob Lucci's Awakened Form. Lucci's absurd strength is put on full display with this intimidating transformation. Awakening a devil fruit essentially means making full use of its capabilities, and though only a handful of powerful users are able to unleash them, Rob Lucci is one of the characters included in that list. Lucci's big and bulky hybrid form, which saw him bolster his strength and durability tremendously, already showed how much damage he is capable of dishing out, but this is ramped up tenfold when in his awakening form. This transformation allows Lucci to incorporate the leopard appearance once again, with the sharp rows of teeth and menacing scowl remaining intact, but he's also slimmed down quite a bit to make him much more agile. As a result, he comes across as genuinely pretty scary considering how effortlessly he can tear his opponents apart when unleashing this new form of his. Number 7. Jack's Mammoth Form. Jack comes across as a terrifying member of Kaido's crew when in his mammoth form. When compared to Queen and King, Jack doesn't exactly get too much screen time throughout the series, though he still has one hell of an introduction when he arrives in the land of Zou. Jack's debut in the story sees him wreaking havoc across Zou while in his massive mammoth form, granting him a tremendous amount of strength which he uses to effortlessly tear down buildings and kill any minks that try to step in his way. This transformation is even more eerie considering how slowly Jack needs to move given his size and weight, meaning that his victims can hear the loud thuds of his footsteps the closer he gets before he inevitably destroys everything in his path with his huge frame and tusks. Number 6. Hody Jones' second transformation. Hody turns into a bloodthirsty brute during his fight with Luffy. Hody Jones, the main antagonist of the Fishman Island arc, doesn't exactly get a lot of love from the fans. Admittedly, as far as villains go, he's not all that interesting, though he does still put up a fair fight against Luffy after consuming more of his drugs, which eventually overtake his brain and turn him into an absolute maniac, resulting in this terrifying transformation. With his bright red eyes and a menacing smile slapped across his face, Hody can look quite unnerving in this form, which essentially turns the fishman into a mindless husk who cares about nothing but killing any humans he can get his hands on. Number 5. Magellan's Poison Form. Magellan uses his poison to turn into a spine-chilling monster. Magellan's Doku Doku fruit, which allows the Impel Down guard to control and manipulate poison, makes him an incredibly difficult foe for Luffy and other escapees to take down, especially when paired with his impressive durability. However, in the last few moments of the Impel Down arc, Maggellan decides to go all out and begins covering his body with a poisonous ooze which eventually takes the form of a large and terrifying beast. The sheer size of this form already makes it pretty unnerving to look at, but knowing that it can instantly kill whoever it touches with its poison ramps up the scare factor even higher. Despite only making a brief appearance in the series, this is a transformation that still sticks in the minds of many fans for how sinister it looks. Number 4. Kaido's Dragon Form. Most people only get to see Kaido's dragon form for mere seconds before being blasted into smithereens. The former Yonko known as Kaido is one of the strongest beings in all of One Piece, something which is already made pretty evident when looking at the gigantic size of his regular form. However, it's when Kaido turns into his large dragon form that he is able to truly showcase his immense power, striking fear into any and all onlookers with his demanding presence and the stern look that never leaves his face. Kaido is capable of unleashing some earth-shattering abilities while in this form, and is also much more agile, meaning anyone who lays eyes on him most likely only has a few moments left before being blasted to smithereens. Even when Kaido takes turns into this form while drunk, he still manages to come across as utterly terrifying since there's no telling what sort of chaos he could end up causing. Number 3. Bepo's Sulong Form. Who knew the fun and carefree Bepo could turn into such a sinister monstrosity? The Minks, a tribe of humanoid animals who help Luffy in his adventure to Wano, possess the ability to turn into a Sulong form when looking at the full moon temporarily. While fans had eagerly awaited Bepo's Sulong form after the concept was introduced in Whole Cake Island, this transformation would take on a much more sinister appearance than anyone could have expected. After asking Chopper for a drug that could allow him to enter Sulong, Bepo's body begins to expand as he grows a large tuft of hair around his face, which now features glowing red eyes and a razor-sharp set of fangs. He also adopts giant claws on his hands and a huge tail which is used to propel him forward in combat. Bepo is one of the few One Piece characters who proves that, as innocent and docile as someone may look when pushed far enough, they can take on the appearance of a true monster if needs be. Number 2. Nico Robin's Demonio Flur. Robin lives up to her Devil Child nickname with a form ripped straight out of hell itself.
Demon!
While Robin has proved multiple times in the story that she is more than capable of holding her own in battle, since the time skip, she had largely been kept away from the action, considering she was nowhere near as strong as the main trio. However, when pushed to her limit by Black Maria, and with her friends depending on her, Robin unleashes a brand new form which she calls Demonio Flur, which sees her turn into some kind of demonic entity. This transformation would be so frightening that even Black Maria herself, a powerful member of Kaido's Tobarapo, tried to run away at the sight of it, only to be taken down by Robin in her devilish new form. Considering Robin's dark sense of humor and her tendency to be pessimistic, a transformation this scary does actually suit her character, especially also given that her nickname is the Devil Child. Number 1. Chopper's Monster Point. Chopper becomes a horrific husk of his former self when entering Monster Point. It's honestly hard to believe that a character as cute and cuddly as Chopper could turn into such a monstrosity. Monster Point is one of the several forms Chopper can assume when eating a rumble ball, though he tends to keep this particular transformation under wraps considering how cumbersome it can be to use. However, when he does decide to pull it out, it's guaranteed to scare the pants off anyone who looks at it up close. The pairing of the soulless glowing eyes with the form's gigantic frame makes it a truly terrifying sight, especially when Chopper starts swinging his limbs around to obliterate anyone who gets too close. It almost looks like a monster that was stripped straight out of an entirely different manga, which is a testament to just how diverse Oda's character designs are in this series. Well, that's it for today folks. Which form is your favorite? Tell me in the comment box, and for more One Piece videos, open description box. Bye, have a nice day.